All right. Welcome. Welcome to Code with Kamira. In today's episode, we are going to look at lists. So, by lists, we are going to look at how we can display a list of items and using ListView or ListView.builder. So, let's proceed with the same product model. However, we are going to add some properties. So we have name, description, price. Let's add image URL. That's the image of the product. Then let's add, so this should be nullable. I want all of them to be nullable. All right, so this is like this. Okay. Then we should add category. All right, let's add category. That's string category. Okay. Then let's include it in the constructor. Okay. So this is our revised model, product model. And now let's have in our home page, under pages, we have the home page. Let's modify the list. I have some stored list items. That's hard-coded data that I'm going to copy and paste for study purpose. So I'm going to copy and paste some items. And it's product, not product model. The name is just product. The name is product. Do not forget to subscribe. Your subscription is highly appreciated. So let's have our list here. We remove the ID. So we have our list here. Okay, so that's the list. All right, now, since we have the list of products, we need to display the items, and we are going to keep this design that we had previously. So we come down here on products, the same. Now, actually, if I run this hot reload, nothing is happening. I do a full reload. So we get the items, the products are here listed. Now, we are listing them, but we're not using a list view. Okay. So now we are going to start to use our list view. So we can comment out this. And we can say list view. Now for this, we are going to say list view builder, ListView.builder. Okay. All right. So this is what we have. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the previous lessons or episodes. For every widget has parameters or properties that you can make use of. There may be so many in number, and you may not like to use all of them. For this, I need item count to get the number of items or the number of elements in a list. Item count, I can see item count. Item count is here. Item count is here. So it's an integer, meaning you pass an integer value. So let's have item count. Now, item count, the number of items or the number of products. How many are they? Products, okay? Dot length. The length of the products is equal to the number of items in that list. Okay. Now we have item builder. So what does item builder tell us? It has a function that when you look here, it has a function, okay? And that function has build context and int. So build context is that context of that view, and the int is the index of each element. So that means it's a function. So we create our function like that, okay, like that. But you saw that it gives us the context, build context. I can use CTX as well as the index. And this index is the index of each element. Okay. So now to get an individual product from a list, we say we get that product by index. So we can say final product is equal to products, okay, at this given index. So at any given index, the product is equal to products of that given index. Now, inside this item builder, we expect to return a widget. So we can return some information of our interest, and based on the product's properties, we have the name, price, and image URL. All right, description, category. So I think we can use list style. I just like list style. List style. You can use anything to display. You can create a column here, but I would prefer to use this list style. Okay, so for the list style now, we have the title, and the title is going to be, okay, I definitely know it's a text. It's going to be our product dot name. You wrap. And then the subtitle is going to be our product dot description. Should I put description or category? Which one should we use here? I prefer anyway, because we have subtitle. It's a description should be in the details side. Let's have category. Okay. And then we shall have It's a return type. It's a return. So if being a return, you have to end it like that. Semicolon. Now, still we can make use of, since there is an image, we can make use of leading. Leading, someone say, where is leading coming from? As I mentioned, there are many properties. You just hover around the widget and check the properties that you can make good use of. So I see leading here. So I can say leading, and I want leading to have the image, and I can have a network image. Network image.network to works. I prefer this. And so the URL here is going to be product.image URL. Any error? They are saying argument of type network image cannot be assigned to parameter of type widget. Okay. That means we create a widget. Our widget can be circle, oval, clip rect, or circle avatar. I would love that. Can say oval. Oval, circle avatar, clip rect. Can have clip rect. I'm looking for something nice for use. Can use clip rect. Okay. Clip rect. Child. Network image. We may not use this network image assigned to format type widget. Okay, so let's try image.network. Okay. Let's try to reload. Yes, it's good to get errors. You get to know what to deal with. So it is telling us this failed assertion line this has no size. This, okay. So we look at our layout. We have a column, this column here. And in this column, there are elements or items above the list. Okay, we have these and the list is here. So now either we make this list shrink wrap true, or we make it expanded. I think let's try to see shrink wrap true. Okay, shrink wrap true has worked. So we can see the items, but are the images ready to display? Network images. Okay. Okay. So if an image has an error, what do we do? So this network, image.network source, okay, is the first position. scale, so on. Then it should have a widget. Okay, which has context, object, that's the error. And then, so this one, how to handle that error, we have error builder, which has a function, which is a function that gives us the context. The object is going to be a string. That is the image that's the error, and the stack trace. I think so. Yeah, let's see. It's called error builder. So in here, in our network, we see error builder. And since we are not going to use the context, the first property, we say underscore. The second is the error. We need it. The third, we don't need it. Okay. And what do we do here? We give a return. We return. What should we return? Should we return an icon of error, image error, or a message? So I can say icon into icons dot error. That is it. Do we auto reload? I think, yeah, this has happened. So we have handled the error in this image, and we have our list view. Now there is some thing I want us to first see how we can handle it. Assuming the list is too long, let's duplicate our list. Let's duplicate our list. We add 3? No. Let's do this. Okay. Let's make our list too long. Go to reload. While we fully reload. Okay. Now our list has reached the bottom. What do we do? And it is overflowing. But remember, a list view by default, it should be scrollable, right? So if the parent has a scrollable widget, like this column, if we put a scrollable widget, for example, single child scroll view, single child scroll view, then it means to avoid that error, we tell this that don't scroll. Give it a physics of never scroll physics, because the parent is already scrollable and the list view by default is scrollable. Both cannot be scrollable. Both cannot be scrollable. Let's see. Okay. Now the overflow has gone off. There is that case where, as to the requirement, you are tasked to make the whole screen scrollable. Okay. But there is a requirement where they want you to keep only the scroll view, I mean only the list of items scrollable. So that means you make the parent not scrollable, remove this, okay? We remove this, we go back to our error, okay? Now, by default, it should scroll, okay? So we either make it, we put always scroll or completely remove. That is the same, but doesn't resolve the issue. Okay? Even if you see this, it doesn't resolve the issue. Even removing it does not resolve the issue. So how do we resolve the issue? So by default, it's scrollable. That's fine. And the parent is not scrollable. So what you do, you make expanded. You wrap with expanded. What do I expect? I expect the overflow to go away. Okay, the overflow has gone away, but I also expect the list to scroll only the products list. So you see, it is scrolling only this products. That is the ListView.builder to display items. Now, we can also improve the design of our items, okay, of our list. So we are saying it's a list style, okay? We can wrap it in a card. We can wrap it in a container. But as I mentioned, there are many properties, okay? So container, we can give a radius. We say, we give a decoration and box decoration. We say border radius. That's border radius dot circular. We give it a border radius of 10, 20, 12. Okay. Then still we can give a border, which is border dot all, and we give the color, maybe colors dot, which color? We can choose any color, but what if we give blue or gray? I prefer gray. Gray. Okay. Let's see the shape. Do we see anything? Okay. All right. So this is what we see. Okay. Now we can still give a padding. We wrap here a padding. You change the values as to what you want. But for now, I'm using the default 8. I want to see what happens. Okay. Some good styling coming up. Okay. Now, I think we can also utilize in the list, I want to utilize something here. Padding. Yes, there's a padding here. So I can utilize also the padding here and say edge insets, edge insets, edge insets dot all. I give 8 and see what happens. Okay, we have this. Okay, so can I make this bigger? Okay. Okay, so this is what we have. and can do better. So we said we gave the name, the category, and trailing, I give list style, leading, title, subtitle. Trailing, I give text is product dot price. Okay. Product dot price. Yes. So the item has gotten the price. And remember, we can set on tap on every tile you tap so that you go to the other details page as we had discussed a day before today. So I think you can wrap it here, but let's wrap on the paddy. We say wrap. Now last time we looked at, we used inkwell. Now let's use gesture detector. Gesture detector. So gesture detector, what does it say? On tap. Does it have on tap? On tap, yes. Anonymous function. A function with no name. Okay. Now what do? We get our navigator. How were we navigating last time? In here. It is this. I can copy. I think it's here. You see? Copying and comment. Product detail page. Import. This one. So let's click on number 2. Yes, here it is. Now we shall not have this is too long in the details. We shall not have the name. Okay, here. Let's just remove this and call it product detail. Okay. All right. Okay, right. The key concept needed here is displaying items in a list. That is it for today. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to Code with Kamira so that you get the latest updates that will be coming. Every day we shall be having our lesson until we become professionals. Even a journey of 1,000 miles, we begin by a single step. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.